Hey sis, I've been in your shoes. I've wondered how to step outside of my comfort zone and live the bold and fulfilled life that I wanted and now know that I too deserve. I know what it feels like to struggle as a single mom, to struggle with lack of money, to struggle with lack of resources, lack of self-esteem, and all the crazy shit life throws at you sometimes. I have felt powerless, unfulfilled, unattractive, unsupported, and unwanted for years before I had my breakthrough. There's an answer for you too. You can live boldly, have the life that you desire, break generational curses, and overcome trauma from your past. Welcome to the Wellness Homegirl Podcast. This is the mega center for all things wellness, where I will give you all of the tools, tips, tricks, and hacks to help you master your limiting beliefs and take your life to the next level based on the 7 pillars of wellness. Every week, I will bring you advice, inspiring conversations, the conversations no one wants to talk about, the things you weren't taught growing up, and expert insight from industry leaders on various topics. Sis, it is time to stop just living and making it through the day-to-day motions. It is time to be well.
The wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl. It's time to just stop living, it's time to be well. The wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl. It's time to just stop living, it's time to be well. Wellness, 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 the wellness homegirl. Wellness, 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 wellness homegirl. Welcome to the Wellness Homegirl Podcast with Whitney Nicole. Want the real honest truth about taking your life to the next level? Well, you're in the right place. It's time for us to stop just living. It's time for us to be well. The Wellness Homegirl.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Whitney Nicole, the Wellness Homegirl, and happy Monday. I'm coming to y'all with this week's episode, and this week's episode is entitled, What Didn't Work Out For You Really Worked Out For You. So y'all already know, before we get into the episode, I'm going to give y'all a life update, because I know if I'm going through stuff, y'all going through stuff, and this is life. Just so y'all know, like, y'all not alone in what y'all going through. So I told y'all last week, my dad is really sick. He has not gotten any better. It's actually been getting worse. They don't know how long he's going to live, but he's in the end stages of COPD. If you don't know what COPD is, that's a cardiopulmonary obstructive disorder. I think, y'all, forgive me. I just say COPD. Been saying COPD for so long, you forget the actual words. Constructive pulmonary listen, it's his lungs, okay? His lungs don't work. And it's from years of drug use, smoking, all kind of stuff. So he's in the end stages of that. And because his lungs have been at such a low capacity for so long, they're kind of like giving out. So they're not giving off the carbon monoxide that we normally breathe off. So his body is holding it in, which it's kind of making him like, it is making him like delirious and have like a sort of dementia and things like that. So it's not looking good. I hate to say it like that, because at the end of the day, like, I saw my dad truly delivered from his addictions into Jesus, into God, into the word. So it's just, it doesn't look like he will be living a lot longer, but you never know. Like, God has the final say. So we just gonna wait to see what it says. But I can't wait to get home for the holidays and spend Christmas with my family. I'm super excited about that. I'm sad that Javen is going to be in Texas, but I understand him not wanting to be in Kansas because he lives there now. And he's like, I need the city. I need the big city. I need the lights. I need my friends. So he is going to Texas for Christmas. And I'm not even mad at him about it at all. So yeah, like, I'm still just chilling, working. That, like, getting frustrated with people at work, getting frustrated with nursing. Nothing's new. Y'all know some of y'all don't like y'all jobs either. Like, there may be a day or two out the month that I love it. But for the most part, y'all know I don't want to be a nurse no more. So that's what's going on in my life. I'm moving into a new place here soon at the first of the year because my roommate is gone. So that's what I got going on, y'all. Staying busy. If you know me, you know I'm going to be busy. I don't like having a lot of idle time. And I'm still doing my fast until the 21st of December, and it has been amazing. And once again, if you've never done a fast, like a spiritual fast, like y'all, I highly, highly, highly recommend doing it. If you feel like there are some things you cannot achieve without God, you want God to take you someplace, there is more in you and you need God to reveal those things to you, I recommend doing a spiritual fast. If you don't know what it is, look it up. The Daniel fast is a good one, or you can just fast. We usually do one for church, like the first 21 days of the year. And I say just pick something or some things that are like habits to you. Like, so for this fast, I chose to not scroll social media, which has been the hardest part. I still have found myself several times doing it, and I'd be like, Lord, forgive me. But I also gave up alcohol, most breads, pasta, sweets. So I'm pretty much eating like fruits and vegetables, like a real natural diet. I have had like quinoa, some brown rice. I'm pretty much doing the Daniel fast. So yeah, I would highly recommend doing a spiritual fast, picking some scriptures to read over daily, some things to pray and meditate over, for a certain amount of time. And it's like y'all, when you really give God that time, he shows up. It's a relationship. So you have to build the relationship. So yeah, highly recommend that. But I just wanted to make this episode to encourage somebody, because I know a lot of people that are going through it right now, and it's hard out here. Like, it is tough out here. It's the holidays, remembering our loved ones that are no longer here with us. We are, lonely this Christmas, or alone, or not in a relationship, whereas last Christmas we were. Y'all know I was in a relationship last year, and now I currently am not. But so that's why I wanted to come on here, just to encourage somebody today. Like, what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. Just to give you a little backstory of why I wanted to do this, because I was thinking about this not that long ago, and one of the main reasons we don't step out of situations or away from situations we know are no longer serving us is, especially romantic relationships, but friendships too, or with our parents or friends or whoever, but especially romantic relationships. We don't walk away from them because one of the reasons is we're nervous about them becoming the person we wanted them to be for somebody else. Like, y'all, I know I'm not by myself. I told y'all I was supposed to leave Daniel. I knew that our relationship had ended July of 2021. Like, it was no longer a true relationship, and I was supposed to step away. But I was like, I done put all this time and effort. I done did all these things. I done taught this man this stuff. I done did all of this. I done bought this. I done did this and this and this. I ain't do all of that for the next woman. Y'all know I didn't say woman. I'm changing my ways. I'm getting better. But I was like, I ain't do that for the next woman. I ain't do that for her. Like, no, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to make this work. And I have been knowing that that's not where I was, that relationship was no longer serving me. So, and I was like, what if I don't find anybody better? Or what if what if I don't find anybody? What if I'm going to be by myself? What am I going to be lonely? And then I had to stop and tell myself, y'all, because I for real talk to myself, and I don't even care. Like, I for real talk to myself. I had to for real tell myself, but what if you get everything you really want? What if somebody comes along and really gives you everything that you want, or everything that you need? And like, you could have, you can't have that if you stay here, if you're steady looking back or thinking about what could have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Y'all know them coulda, shoulda, wouldas get all of us sometimes. So whatever it is, sis, that didn't work out for you, that you are holding on to, I pray that you are able to give it to God and you are able to let it go, whether it be guilt or shame or a job or whatever it is, like you're feeling, whatever did not work out for you worked out for you, and you may not see it right now, but I promise you that it's going to work out for you. Now, have I still had my moments when I be like, oh, I love this man, I still wanted to be with this man and all of this? I definitely did. I'm not going to sit here like I was just, tough. Like, I'm tough, but like I was with this man for 4 years. I definitely had those moments feeling like I made a mistake, feeling like this wasn't the right decision. Maybe we could have worked it out. Maybe we can get together in the future. Like, I've had all of these thoughts and but I'm telling y'all, this is another reason why you need to fast, for true healing and to truly be whole on your own. So what didn't work out for you, sis, really worked out for you. You didn't get that job that you thought you wanted because God had something better for you. That relationship didn't work out because that man was low-key crazy, sis, and God knew that. And he just, you low-key knew too, but God big-key knew, and he was like, nah, I can't do my girl like that. Like, those people walked away from you or they left you because they were not ready to go where you're going. They would have brought you down had they went there with you. That thing you wanted to do with that person, that business you wanted to start with a particular person, that thing didn't work out because you're supposed to walk that journey on your own. You need to find your strength in yourself to walk that journey. Like, the thing that didn't work out for you really works out for you every single time. Look at your baby daddy. But I'm serious though. Look at my baby daddy. Shoot, I don't care. Like, that thing didn't work out, and God, I thank you. But at the time when I was 16 years old, you couldn't have told me nothing. I was distraught. But Jesus, woo, is a miracle worker, and that I'm so happy about it right now. And some of y'all can feel me on that. I know you can. So be encouraged. I just wanted this to be like a short, encouraging message for my sisters, whoever, for everybody. Like, the thing didn't work out. The job, the relationship, the car you wanted to get, the trip you wanted to take, the business you wanted to start, whatever it is, the friendship, trying to reconcile things with your parents or with your husband or whoever. Like, the thing didn't work out, but it really worked out for you. There is a lesson, and like, just, it's crazy. I saw something today on TikTok. Yes, I'm not supposed to be on social media, mind your business. I saw something today on TikTok, and it was a preacher, and it was a woman, and I'm sorry I don't know her name, but she was like, it's crazy how we're in the midst of something. We forget how faithful God has been and the promises God has had for us while we're in that thing. And yes, it is hard because we are human, but all things work together for our greater good. In all things, that means the good and the bad. The good and the bad things that we go through work together overall for our good. So just be encouraged, whatever that thing is, that whatever it is, because I know for me, for a couple months, it was that relationship. And I'm so glad that God had me way in Seattle, like by myself, away from friends and family, just to process those emotions and feelings, to where now I'm in a good place. I know what I want. I know who I am. I know whose I am. I know for sure there's some, like, I'm not going for this, and this. The lesson in that relationship for me was truly what I wanted, truly what I'm going to put up with and what I'm not going to put up with. And baby, like, it's crazy because TikTok Bay is still around. I said something to this man last night, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to church and blah 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 blah. And then I thought about it today. Well, I told him, I said, yeah, make sure you say a prayer for me. I really miss church. I haven't been, like, I don't even know if there's a black church here. And he was like, oh, like, you don't think I pray for you? I'm like, my bad. Jesus, okay, my bad. But I just thought it was really cute. And I got to thinking about it, like, we settle. The things usually don't work out for you because you're settling. And God knows you're settling. Stop settling. I'm not settling anymore. Like, I'm the rich bougie auntie and can't nobody else tell me otherwise. Like, that's what I want to be with my life. The auntie that travels around the world, and just like her and her husband, like we the rich auntie and uncle, and that's what we do. Like, baby, we settle for things because we don't think that we can get anything else. We forget God's promises to us. And he said he would give us the desires of our heart, but we settle on our desires because we don't like waiting. And I know, Lord knows, I don't have patience. But it's crazy how when I am going through something, or something annoys me, or I'm pissed off, whatever it is, I'm going through something, and then I'm like, you know what, God, I'm not even gonna let these people get to me, because this was me last night at work. I was like, I'm not gonna let these people get to me. God, I thank you for this day. Help me to be a blessing to my patients and my coworkers. I say this prayer every day. And I was like, I'm not going to let these people get to me, because God, I know whose I am and what I'm here for. So help me to serve your people. And once I decided I'm not going to have an attitude, I'm not going to, let these managers or whoever get to me, instant change in patience, instant change in atmosphere. We have to remember God's promises. And we have to stand on that, and we have to have faith, but with the faith, we have to put in the work. So I know when I left that relationship, I could not go into the next relationship the same. And people are like, you always reading a book. You always listening to a podcast. You always doing something. Yes, because there's always the next version of me that I need to get to. I love me, and I am happy with who I am and where I am, but there is always a better version of me on the other side of this book, on the other side of listening to this sermon, on the other side of talking to my mentor, or being involved in charity groups or whatever it is. So sis, I just encourage you to get where you want to be. You have to know, to get to where you want to be, you have to know that everything works out for your good, the good and the bad. Yes, you're like, well, this person died. This thing happened to me. You don't understand. I do understand, because all those things build your character. All those things build your character, the good and the bad things that you go through, but more so the bad things, the things that hurt your heart, the things that hurt your soul, those things build your character, because you come out of them stronger. You come out of them on the other side. I was listening to Kirk Franklin the other day. He said some of y'all wouldn't pray if y'all didn't go through stuff. And it's so true, because when things are good, we might say, "Ooh, thank God, thank you," but it's harder to. God can't bring you out of good. You don't know how gracious God is when you're in your good season, or how helpful he is, how he's that doctor in the, you know how they used to be like, he's a lawyer in the courtroom. He's a doctor in the sick room. You got to be in the courtroom first for him to bring you out of it. You got to be sick for him to heal you. So we have to go through things to get to the people that we're truly trying to be, because character is everything. That's when I read Ruth in the Bible, that's what I think of, her character. Like, character will take you far. So just remember that, sis, you are going through something right now, whether it be financial hardship, whether it be relationship problems, or you coming out of a crazy relationship, financial issue, whatever it is, sis, you are going through that thing to come out better on the other side. And what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. So I just want to encourage you to stay in your reading, stay in your journaling, stay in your personal development. You can never go wrong personally developing. If you are not trying to get better by reading, journaling, working out, But by just, feeding yourself, doing something for you, the internal you, for your soul, not just for your body. I'm not just talking about your hair, your nails, for your mind and your soul. You should be doing something almost every day to feed your mind and your soul to get to the next best version of you. If you're not, I feel like what are you here for? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't, at this age, my bad, y'all. At this age, when you know better, you have to do better. So now you should be doing something every day. We need to be keeping up with our finances. I'm speaking to myself. We need to be keeping up with our bills. We need to be keeping up with the house. We need to be reading. We need to be journaling. We need to be encouraging our kids. Listen, everybody might need to have a quiet time. Kids and everybody. Let's do a little 30-minute quiet time. Everybody, let's pull out a book. Like, we need to be doing things. We need to be creating good habits that are going to take us to the next best version of ourselves constantly. So I encourage you to read a book. If you're struggling with finances or need financial help, I am currently reading Get Good with Money by Tiffany. I don't know. I'll put it in the show notes. But bomb book. She walks you through things step by step, from budgeting to saving to investing to getting a money team like your CPAs and stuff. So amazing book. If you are struggling in relationships, we know how to use Google for everything else except when it comes to bettering ourselves. Y'all Google some stuff. Whatever you're struggling with, Google such and such book, relationship book, fitness book, or whatever. Like, there are so many resources out there for whatever you may be struggling with or whatever you want to improve on. So I want y'all to be better. Like, I want to be better. And I think I struggled with that so much. I did too much in my younger years. And now I'm kind of focusing on just a few things. But I feel so much better. I feel like things are so much more clear for me. And I'm just excited. Like, I'm super excited about the future. I'm super excited about 2023. I feel like 2023, I'm coming back. Like, I'm coming back, rich auntie vibes all freaking year. And I want to know what y'all doing. What didn't work out for you that you know is really going to work out for you? Send me an email at info@thewellnesshomegirl.com. You can DM me _wellness_homegirl. Write me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Let me know what didn't work out for you that really worked out for you. Because sis, we claim in 2023, we're not gonna do New Year, New Me. But maybe it is. I don't know. If that's you, sis, that's you. But I've already started my new year. Honestly, I was like, let me start before then. I need a head start. Okay? Start now. Start today, sis. Shoot. But let me know if you got something from this podcast episode. And like I said, email me, DM me, write me on Facebook. Let me know what didn't work out for you that is really working out for you. And maybe your testimony will encourage somebody else that you thought this was the end of this. And it really, you can't be delivered from one thing until you walk into a new thing. So what didn't work out for you, sis, really worked out for you. And I am so grateful and so thankful for you listening on this Monday. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. Will I be back before Christmas? No. Merry Christmas. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed week and bye. Hey sis, thank you so much for listening to the Wellness Homegirl podcast. I appreciate you so much. You guys do not even know. But have you left your 5-star review yet? Have you? No? Okay. I need you to go do that for me. Your reviews help us get the wellness word out to other women like ourselves who are trying to level up in life. Also, sis, I know you on social media, so feel free to share the podcast on your social media platforms and tag me. Tag me, the_wellness_homegirl. Also, if you're using the tips and tricks, if you're leveling up, if you're taking the advice you get from the podcast, tag me in those posts, sis. I want to see it all. I want to know how this podcast is benefiting you. Also, if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss or know someone who would be an excellent guest for the podcast, or you just want to leave me some feedback, feel free to email me at info@thewellnesshomegirl.com. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all be beautiful, be blessed, and be well.
Well, that concludes this episode of the Wellness Homegirl podcast with Whitney Nicole. Make sure you share the podcast to your stories and tag Whitney in the story as well. You never know, you may just win something for your support. Thanks for listening, and see you next time on the Wellness Homegirl.